weekend, the U.S. launching a strike on Iran. Iran striking back, attacking surrounding countries. What the White House is saying today.
And later on, Fresno State Focus, the new program helping students safely dispose of needles.
Plus, the Fresno State Jazz Band celebrates the release of their new CD. Fresno State Focus starts now. Hello and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Samantha Rangel.
And I'm Joseph Malcolm.
We're now learning more about what motivated last week's attack on Iran. At today's White House briefing, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the latest briefs concluded Iran, quote, rejected the path of peace. She says the U.S. stopped a terrorist plan to build nuclear weapons.
That path of death and destruction and threats against the American people have ended with Operation Epic Fury.
Name of the strike, Operation Epic Fury. It killed Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini and 40 of his top leaders. In the 4 days since the first attack, 6 U.S. soldiers have been killed. The Pentagon released the names for 4 of them. They were all members of the Army Reserve assigned to logistics at the command center in Kuwait.
Around the country, Americans are celebrating attacks on Iran, but support for the war is split. Reporter Lauren Aiello shares how people here in Fresno are reacting.
Americans celebrating after the U.S. and Israel launched missile strikes on Iran Saturday morning. Fresno City Council President Mike Karbasi is a first-generation Iranian American. He has strong feelings about the issue.
47 years, our country has had an enemy in Iran, which used to be one of our biggest allies. This regime has killed, just last month, tens of thousands of unarmed women and children and men just fighting for the basic freedoms we want here in America.
The Ayatollah took control of Iran in 1979, an event that launched 40 years of the Islamic regime. In Fresno, more than 2,000 people are of Iranian descent, and many families left Iran during the revolution.
I have a lot of Iranian friends that have been wanting to visit Iran, but they can't because of the regime, so I'm hoping a lot of them can, finally see their homeland, see where they came from.
While some people may be rejoicing this war, others are honking and throwing up signs, all against the U.S.'s military strike on Iran. Valley activists believe the Trump administration has ulterior motives for the war in Iran.
We understand that the war on Iran isn't about liberation. It's not about making the working people's lives in Iran better. It's about obtaining resources and capital, and we oppose that.
Martin says he does not want his tax dollars going to this war, and that it does not benefit the working class. And his reaction to Iranian Americans who are celebrating the fall of the Ayatollah?
I'm more similar to the working people of Iran than I am to the capitalists that are making this war happen, and so my solidarity lies with them.
But for Karbasi, this issue isn't war, it's change.
We just need people looking at this issue and stop thinking of it as Trump's war and start thinking of it as an opportunity to liberate the people of Iran.
In downtown Fresno, Lauren Aiello, Fresno State Focus.
As the conflict wraps up in the Middle East, supporters and protesters say they will continue to make their voices heard and continue to show support for the Iranian people in our community.
Fresno State's off-campus student life program is showing appreciation for student commuters this week. According to U.S. News and World Report, 94% of Fresno State students are commuters. So whether you commute late at night or early in the morning, this week is all about you.
Students usually just come, go to class, and they leave. But for us, we want them to actually feel the community on Fresno State campus and kind of show that commuter students are a big part of Fresno State.
Commuter Appreciation Week runs until Friday with free food and fun activities all week long. To find out what's going on for future events, follow the Off-Campus Student Life Program on Instagram at OCSL Program.
Students who use medical needles for health conditions like diabetes now have a safer way to dispose of them on campus, with a free program available to students and staff. I got to visit the health center to see how the Sharps Boxes program works. Improperly disposed needles, also known as sharps, can pose serious health risks if if they end up in the trash. To address this problem, the Student Health and Counseling Center at Fresno State is offering students a low-cost solution, a sharps container with a mailbag disposal program.
Definitely when we are giving the prescriptions out to patients, we let them know that they do have to throw it away in a safe way, and some don't know that there's these out there.
By providing students with a safe and simple option, the program addresses a common but often overlooked campus safety issue. When you get your Sharps Box package, you'll find that you have a few things in your kit to be mailed back. Starting with your Sharps Box container, the overall packaging that it'll go in, this clear bag, this tape for the package, and a Ziploc. Nursing students at Fresno State say programs like this reduce the chances of accidental injury and improper waste.
It's just to eliminate for our safety, and just to eliminate any risks of dropping the needle on bare feet or poking yourself with a needle to eliminate, I'm going to keep saying it, to eliminate infection, to be safe.
Students can buy a Sharps container right here at the campus pharmacy. At the Student Health and Counseling Center, Joseph Malcolm, Fresno State Focus. Health officials encourage students who use Sharps to take advantage of the program to help reduce campus safety risks and protect others. The service is part of an ongoing effort by Fresno State to improve student health and safety.
Fresno State students and alumni are making connections at this week's career fair inside the Resnick Student Union. The Spring 2026 Career Fair kicked off today with an internship expo for students and alumni. Nearly 60 companies set up booths in the Ruiz Ballroom. Students and prospective employees can follow up with their employers and resumes.
For many Fresno State students, getting to class on time because parking is a hot topic. But the university has a solution to get rid of the tardy excuse. Reporter Fabian Ornelas takes us aboard the campus resource that's helping ease daily stress.
The Bulldog Express provides its riders with an alternative to fighting for parking. Instead of driving around P1, the express shuttles help students beat the madness.
Especially if they're coming from Campus Point, they can get on the shuttle. We can bring them all the way to the Safe Mart Center, or even all the way over here to the stadium.
Users can track the shuttle on the Palacio Go app. It gives students a set time to follow and plan for each ride. I'm here at one of the stops at North Gym. According to the app, the shuttle should be, and just like the app says, here comes the shuttle, and I'll be able to ride it and to the different locations.
That's why the app is so important. That way they can see, because they can tell if we're still at a standstill on the road.
Each shuttle uses a GPS guide that tells them the different departure times for each stop.
You live here, you're just walking. I mean, do yourself a favor and just take the bus, honestly. Yeah.
So the next time you are fighting for a parking spot, remember, the Bulldog Express could be your consistent option at catching a ride. From the Save Mart Center, this is Fabian Ornelas, Fresno State Focus.
The Bulldog Express runs Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on Fridays from 7 to 4.
The Fresno State Jazz Ensembles take the stage in the concert hall to celebrate their latest CD release. The new album documents a group of student musicians and captures what the program sounds like right now. Professor Giddens oversees the Fresno State Jazz Department, and he says the band has been consistently growing, especially since the pandemic, and this was the perfect time to record.
When you're making a recording, you are documenting what happened in that moment, in that time, in that room, nothing more. And if you did it one day later, it would be completely different vibe, completely different energy.
The concert featured 9 pieces, between both the jazz ensemble and jazz orchestra. The repertoire included modern charts, salsa, and classic big band sounds. Giddens says he hopes that after hearing the recordings, his students are inspired to keep pushing forward. For students searching for community, culture, and a sense of belonging, Black Campus Ministries at Fresno State are becoming more than just weekly Bible studies. They are safe havens. In classrooms where Black students remain underrepresented, these ministries are building faith, leadership, and lifelong connections, shaping what it means to thrive spiritually and socially on campus, as Paloma Schuler tells us.
In room 215 of the RSU, students at Fresno State are finding faith, fellowship, and family through Black Campus Ministries. But for BCM student leader Dione Tillman, it's more than a weekly meeting. It's home and a space where she feels seen.
I think it's really important that not just Black students, but each student of different backgrounds and ethnicities have that space where they can grow in any subject with people that look like them, and BCM is exactly what that's for.
In a few short minutes, this room will be filled with laughter, dancing, singing, worship, and laughter for tonight's 7 p.m. BCM meeting. Before the worship and Bible study begin, Tillman is already leading other students in games and prayer alongside BCM leaders Mariah and Kylie Schutz. With help from Mariah and Kylie, Tillman is dedicated to creating a safe space where students can enjoy Bible studies and worship time together as a family.
It's really fun just to interact with everyone there, and it's like a safe haven for everyone. And we're truly like a family. We get to hang out together, play together, eat together, worship together, and it's just an all-around fun time.
On Wednesday nights at 7 p.m., the group closes out in prayer led by Tillman, where room 215 isn't just a classroom. For Tillman, Schutz, and many other students alike, it's a place to belong. In the RSU room 215, I'm Paloma Schuler, Fresno State Focus.
BCM continues to spread diversity, faith, and fellowship across Fresno State's campus with their Bible studies and worship nights. For nearly 7 decades, the Peach Blossom Festival has been inviting elementary schools on campus.
Children from the Central Valley perform literature, poems, and other written works as a chance to nurture communication skills. Reporter Alan Gallo is live outside the Speech Arts Building.
Hi, Samantha. Hi, Joseph.
Coming up on Fresno State's Focus, high school students in Fresno County are learning career skills with a new program. Plus,
is arcade gaming dead? Find out how one arcade in the Central Valley is keeping it alive.
Ready for some bright, clear skies? I'll be right back with your weather forecast after the break.
At Fresno State, being bold means committing to something greater than yourself. It's learning by doing and nurturing leaders to advance our shared future. It's using research to create a better life for those around us and healing those who need us most. These are our stories, because at Fresno State, bold begins here.
Success. At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities as diverse as our community itself. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our mission.
Welcome back, Bulldogs. I'm Brandon Sandoval, your student meteorologist with your weather report. Looking outside here, we have our beauty shot right above the administration building. We're looking at really bright blue skies here, so not a lot of cloud coverage, a little bit of winds blowing through the trees, but if you're walking to campus, it's gonna be a really nice day outside. Going ahead here to our national satellite, we're looking at a little bit of cloud coverage over on the East Coast here, over in the Virginia area, but overall it's kind of the same story, pretty clear across the country. Now, as we look to our western coast here, we're looking at a little bit of clouds and storms up in the Northern California, Oregon area. But again, same story for us here in the Central Valley, pretty clear overall. Now, as we go to today's highs, we're looking at 67 today here in Fresno. We're looking at Mariposa, 66, Hanford, 66 as well. But in Shaver Lake, it's a little bit cooler with 47 degrees. So if you're going out there, be sure to bring a light sweater with you to stay nice and warm. Now, as we look at tonight's lows, For Fresno, we're 48 tonight. Merced, we're looking at 47, and Coalinga, 46. But again, in Shaver Lake, we're looking at below freezing averages, which is 31 degrees. So again, just be sure to stay warm if you're going out there. Now, moving ahead here at our air quality, we're looking at moderate air quality for Merced, Fresno County, Kings County, and Tulare. But for Madera, Kern County, and Sequoia National Park, we're all in the green, in good. Now, as we go to our 7-day forecast, we're looking at highs of 68, 69 for Thursday and Friday, but mark your calendars because on Saturday, we have daylight saving time, which means you lose 1 hour of sleep. So be sure to mark that in your calendar. And Sunday, we're looking at a high of 79, so a little bit warmer for you. That's your weather report. Sam, back to you.
High schools across Fresno County are introducing an addition to their criminal justice programs, police dispatch. With AI simulations, students are engaging in hands-on learning inside a new mobile classroom. I went inside to learn more about the importance of this new trailer for future first responders.
911, what's your emergency?
Inside a trailer at Matilda Torres High School, criminal justice students are stepping into one of the most high-pressure roles in the world of public safety. The county's new mobile dispatch center uses AI simulations to recreate real-life 911 calls.
Anytime the educational system brings in some real-life experiences, it really helps the students engage what is needed to have an understanding of what it's like in the real world.
For these students at Matilda Torres, training starts the moment they put on this headset. They're not just working on studying, they're responding to real-life scenarios.
How tall was the white male, sir?
The students pick up the incoming call, talk with the AI through the scenario, and as soon as the phone call is over, they receive a score based on how well they approach the situation.
The most intense scenario was an individual whose brother had been stabbed, and she wanted to try to help him. And then as I'm talking to her, I hear gunshots in the background, and I ask her about it, and she's like, "Oh, people are running." She's like screaming about it.
Moments like that are meant to test students' ability to stay calm under pressure, something educators say is critical as dispatch centers are facing shortages across the nation.
There's just hundreds, if not thousands, of dispatching opportunities across the United States.
The Mobile Dispatch Center will travel to schools across Fresno County throughout the school year. Organizers say the goal is to give students early exposure while helping address a growing demand.
At Sanger West High School, students are stepping onto their anchor set and sitting at the news desk. Our reporter Fernanda Sistos takes us behind the scenes of the digital arts program at Sanger West.
Since opening in 2020, Sanger West High School has developed career pathway programs designed to prepare students for future careers. One pathway is giving students a chance to explore the fast-paced world of digital media. Behind the scenes guiding these future storytellers is their instructor, Sarah Segamonian.
I know a lot of folks in the industry, and that's really been a blessing for my students and for our program here at Sanger West. So we recently went to Winsong Productions, we went to ABC 30, we participate in local film competition, a lot of field trip opportunities where they get to really tour industries.
The program isn't just giving students hands-on experience, but it's creating opportunities to use these skills in the real world. For many students here, it's creating a lasting impact. For junior Jack Parrish, the pathway brought out his creativity and confidence.
I remember specifically when I was a freshman, I was very timid. This pathway really brought the extrovert out of me. It let me get out of my comfort zone and explore so many creative things.
For Caitlin Jones, this program is a chance to turn her love of filming into a career.
Really continue my passion with like filming and hopefully one day work for the news.
Hands-on experience and industry connections are helping students in the digital arts and media pathway make their next big story start right here. Reporting from Sanger, this is Fernanda Sistos, Fresno State Focus.
For parents and students, we have more information about the Sanger West Career Pathway programs on our website, FresnoStateFocus.com.
Stay with the date, Bulldogs. Fresno State's graduation season is officially on the calendar. The university released its commencement schedule last week. The 115th university commencement begins on Friday, May 15th at 8 in the morning in the Seymour Center. Our graduation for College of Arts and Humanities should change now from a traditional Friday to Saturday morning. It's always a fun and busy time here on campus, and I'm excited to say that I'll see you there in my cap and gown, along with a lot of my fellow students and classmates here on Fresno State Focus. Attention art enthusiasts, the Phoebe Conley Art Gallery is showing a new art exhibit exploring the immigrant experience. The exhibit is called Fragments of Freedom, and it showcases letters, political artwork, and garments inspired by the immigrant's experience. The exhibit will run through March 13th and closes out with live script reading and a guided gallery tour. The Student Rec Center is doing a free body composition testing now through the 25th. Students can walk in and fill out a quick form about their body measurements. After you're done filling out the form, you hold the body fat analyzer, which is a handheld device that estimates body fat percentage and body mass index. The process only takes a couple of minutes. You can go between 11 to 1 or 3 to 5 during the week. For nearly 7 decades, the Peach Blossom Festival has been inviting elementary schools on campus. Children from the Central Valley perform literature, poems, and other written works for a chance to nurture communication skills. Reporter Alan Galayo is live outside the Speech Arts Building.
Hi guys, thank you Marco. It's a beautiful day right here on Fresno campus. I'm with Peach Control and Youth for Knowledge. Bill and we walk here. You guys find a ready to the finish line. How many work in charge of and how many people do participate in this festival. Now we're slowly approaching this corner, and as we turn, you'll see that we've arrived at the speech conference. If you guys follow me, this is now Chris and his team, along with other teams, working here, get their hours done. But what are some of the things that you guys?
So each week is different for each team, but overall, it's just trying to get each task done as fast as possible to have a successful event.
And this is your second year doing it. Tell me one memorable moment of your first experience.
Yeah.
Actually, that's all we have time for. It's been talking to you, Jesus. Now, Peach Blossom Fest happens March 19th to the 20th, okay? It's been Alan Gallo for Fresno State Focus. Back to you guys.
Back in the 80s, arcades were the heart of gaming. Over time, the culture of gaming moved online, but here in the Central Valley, arcades are getting a new life. Reporter Alexis Parra explores the revival of nostalgic gaming.
The nostalgic sound many thought were fading out looks like there's still more life left. Arcades are powering back on. In a world where digital entertainment took over, it caused social disconnection and isolation. By the early 2000s, living rooms replaced arcades. But there is a change. Retro Rewind 209 in Los Banos is leveling up the gaming world.
To bring back the nostalgia for us in our generation that we played, but I also think it's a great way to connect with our children.
Since opening in January, this place has been a popular hangout spot for gamers of all ages. Games like Pac-Man and Street Fighter are more than just a game. For many, this is a sound of childhood, a safer and simpler time.
We have adults who love to just come in without their kids. We love seeing the families. We have a lot of families come.
Traditional arcades prices brings you back in time too. The Nickel Arcade in Fresno speaks for itself.
Just with a few dollars in nickels like this, families can spend hours here, spending quality time together and reliving those iconic games have lasted for generations. The rules are simple. The highest score wins.
We wanted to spend time together. This is a place we come to have fun.
As more people look for connection beyond the screen, arcades are proving that they are more than just a trend. Arcades across the valley are building a community, one quarter at a time. In Fresno, Alexis Parra, Fresno State Focus.
And for those 21 and older, Industry Taproom in Fresno has several vintage Nintendos.
Coming up in sports, men's basketball just had their senior night. Find out how they did for the game.
Plus, water polo player Haley Andres joins us for a live interview. Fresno State Focus on Sports is coming up in 1 minute.
I got the bulldog spirit up in my head.
Up in my head.
Up in my head.
I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head. Up in my head to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Got that bulldog spirit. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes. Down in my toes. Down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes. Hey. Down in my toes to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head. Deep in my heart. Down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit. All over me. All over me to stay. I got that bulldog spirit.
Deep in my heart.
Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. I got that bulldog spirit.
It was a tough night on the road for the Fresno State women's basketball team. They traveled to Albuquerque to take on the New Mexico Lobos, but fell short 86-64. The loss comes after the Bulldogs continue to play in the Mountain West Conference. Danae Powell led the Dogs with a career-high 27 points, shooting of 10-20 from the field and 5 of 11 from the three-point range. Amelia Long added 6 assists to the effort. Fresno State baseball is celebrating a huge win against Sacramento State. The Dogs earned the big win last night after shutting down the Hornets at Pete Biden Field. The Dogs broke through in the 4th inning with runs from Jet Ruby and Owen Faust. The pitching team turned down Sacramento State, limiting their chances and kept them scoreless through 9 innings. The Bulldogs now hit the road for a 3-game series at Arizona next week. Fresno State men's basketball is headed toward a strong end to the season with another victory during last night's senior night. The Dogs hosted San Jose at the Save Mart Center. The men closed out their home schedule with an 82-68 victory over the Spartans. The team shot nearly 47% from the field, knocked down 83 points in the first half, and held a 45-41 rebound edge, including 19 boards from Wilson Jacks. The Bulldogs now hit the road, wrapping up the regular season at GCU this Saturday. Let's go to the soccer pitch now, where the Kerman High School girls soccer team is celebrating a Central Section championship. The Kerman Lions and Matilda Torres Toros battled in Madera through a soccerless match and 2 10-minute overtimes in the Division III title match. With the game tied at 0, it all came down to penalty kicks, where Kerman came out on top 4-3. Sophomore goalkeeper Alana Gutierrez carried with back-to-back saves in the shoutout. The Lions were runner-ups for the last 2 years before claiming the championship title this season. Kerman High Soccer finishes the season with 23 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. Moving from the pitch to the pool, Haley Andres is a standout for the women's water polo and the program's all-time scorer. And she's here right now with our very own Olivia Paval. Hey, Olivia.
Thank you, Fernanda. Haley Andres has been breaking records in the pool as of late. Thank you for joining me, Haley.
Thanks for having me.
So, I know that your season has started. How's that season been going for you so far?
It's been good so far. There's definitely been highs and lows, but that's how it always goes in sports. But I think we're really optimistic about what we can do this year.
Yeah. You're currently the all-time scorer in program history. How does it feel to be in the record books for your program?
I mean, it's awesome. I love it. Obviously, I love what I do. I love the team I'm with, but I couldn't have done it without any of the people I've played with and the coaches I've had.
All right. And then when you're not in the pool, I've seen you out on the dance floor, specifically line dancing. When did that start for you?
Yeah, that's a little hobby some of my teammates and I have. Kind of odd when you tell people about it, but then it's fun. It's a good outlet to have. A couple of my teammates and I go and do it every Wednesday, so it's fun.
All right. Well, it is college night, so I might be seeing you later tonight. We'll see. That's going to be all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Next week on Fresno State Focus, we take you to a Stranger Things themed Airbnb.
Plus, find out how you can help fix Fresno with a phone app.
Also, see how CSUS skills workers are campaigning for wages.
Thank you for joining us on Fresno State Focus.
We'll see you next week.